Hi, welcome to Ty's Kitchen. Today we're gonna make a beef burgundy stew. Alright, and for the ingredients, put around, I got potatoes, I got cilantro, scallions or green onions, got onions, celery, have some regular flour, baby carrots, a heavy red wine. I usually like merlot, Burgundy works well. Chicken broth or thing, and then I have some Italian seasoning, like this, just regular Italian season mix. And now I'm gonna dump everything into the the Instapot. Okay, what I did is I took the flour and I added some of the chicken broth in there and just mixed it. The flour helps thicken up the sauce as you need it. I like to throw in my wine first. The more the merrier is what I'll say. And some chicken broth. Voila. It'll all cook in nice and neat. And then add some salt. And my secret sauce, soy sauce. Just a little bit. And that's it. Oh yeah, and then my broth, my thick flour paste in there. Add it in. And let's see, might want to add, eventually I'll add a little more water. But right now I'm just gonna cook up to 2/4 and you're good to go. Look at that deliciousness.
Hold on.
Alright, stew. 20 minutes should be good. You want to just get the potatoes nice and warm. And then eventually I'll do a half batch with the beef. Alright, next I cook some bacon bits and we'll crisp those up. And then we'll use the oil for the beef.
The water.
Next, use some bacon grease to cook up some crushed garlic. Look at that bacon, delicious. And bacon grease. 1 cube of butter. Yes, this is a heart attack, ready to happen. Melt the butter in there, and then we're gonna put the beef inside. Oh yeah, beef away. Nice fat, buttery, with bacon grease, garlic. Coat that all up. Delicious. Toast it up a little. I like to add a little soy sauce and some pepper to give it extra flavor. Look at that, delicious steaks. Cubed and ready to be cooked for beef stew. Heart attack, ready for ya. Well, looks like it's done, just steaming. Love the sound of steaming hot pot. Decompressing, and you see we used almost all the wine. In France they call the bottomless l'amour, which means love, because it's the most rich, full flavor of the wine. And normally you would offer this part of it to your love because it's supposed to be the best part. Otherwise, for this you can just drink it yourself or use the rest of it in your stew. Oh, look at that beautiful stew. Oh my gosh, yes, delicious. Fabulous. Oh yeah. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, since my roommate doesn't eat full meat pieces, I am gonna take half of this out so that it can, actually I'm taking all of it out except for the broth. Alright, I took about half the broth out, left some there. There's the other broth, deliciousness. Now, I'm gonna put all the meats in there. So I'm gonna take the beef, put it in there. Yeah. Okay, so I put half the meat, the beef, and then I put half the bacon in there. I want a little bacon crumbs for the top. And then I poured some water so that it fills up a little bit more. So it's like probably another half amount of water. And now I'm gonna cook it like I'm gonna cook a beef stew again for 20 minutes. One of the things about crock pot is it doesn't thicken broths or stew as well. So what I do, trick is after it cooks in the crock pot, I'll leave it in the crock pot, but I'll add a little bit of, this is just regular flour and water, and then make it into a nice paste. Stir into paste, and then plop it into the sauce, and that will thicken it, the sauce. And so, since I'm making half beef and half vegetables today for mine, I dumped it out in that big pot, and I'll put this in the pot and put it in low heat and let it cook, and that'll thicken the sauce up. Okay, I dumped the cream in there, or the flour water mix, and I'm gonna put it in there, mix it into the broth. The trick was to pre-mix it in the thing so that it doesn't turn lumpy in the soup. And see, it's already starting to get thick, and if you just let it boil, or not boil but stew for a little bit, then it should get really thick. And here's where at this point you want to add, before you, like 5 minutes before you eat, you're going to add cilantro, and you want to add the salt and pepper in there for flavor. Okay, once again I added half the potatoes and carrots back in here with the beef broth, and as you see, it was kind of watery, so I added some water and my flour paste mix, put it in here, and I mixed it around. And now I'm just gonna let it sit and simmer. The more you simmer it, the more tender the beef will be that's in there. But that's kind of what it looks like. Isn't that delicious? And again, what I do is put some cilantro and scallions in there. Nice. Good. Alright, look at that. That's delicious. Let's let it sit for a bit. That should give you a nice hearty stew. And voila, there you have it. Beef Burgundy à la Thai.